So I grew up fishing and had my first job as a deckhand when I was 14 on a fishing boat. I had a fishing career all the way through the 60s where I fished there. That was my career. Fishing's not a real great life for a married life because you're gone so long, so I pulled off the water. But I still fish for a sport all the time. I'd be going to Alaska for salmon in August, and I still go up to Portland in springtime and fish for spring chinook with my buddy up there. And I'll probably go out here tomorrow and load up on some bottom fish so I can have something to eat. And I still spearfish off the beach here too with a pole spear like a Hawaiian sling style for halibut, corvina, white sea bass. Some in Oregon, some in out of San Diego. You get on the tuna boats and they go all the way down to Central America a lot of times, you know, and fish back then. And they were here in San Diego, unloading in San Diego, and so there was a lot of boats here at that time. Now they're all in Midway or Samoa or someplace where the labor's cheap, and so the tunas, there isn't any really more tuna fishing out of here anymore, much, except for albacore. We'd follow the albacore tuna. They're a migratory tuna. We'd follow them all the way up to Oregon. I'd follow them all the way up. We'd fish them all the way, you know, getting a load and taking it in maybe into San Pedro, getting another load, taking it into San Francisco, getting another load, going into Astoria, and then go up to Westport, Washington. Usually by then I'd get off the boat and come back down here and get on a big boat going south for yellowfin tuna. So, you know, I kind of, in the winter I'd go for yellowfin tuna, and in the summer I'd fish out albacore, you know. And I also fished on the sport fishing boats as a deckhand, you know.
So that's how life is as a fisherman. You can go from boat to boat. You're not stuck with one boat.
Oh yeah, you trade. A lot of guys trade boats a lot. Yeah, crew changes, and you know, yeah, things happen. And you want to get on a better boat or a bigger boat, or you know. A lot of times I'd fly up to, when the tuna were running up off Astoria, I'd just fly up on a plane and into Portland and get a cab over to Astoria and just walk the docks and get on a boat that way, you know, get a job.
Job waiting there for you?
Pretty much. What it was good fishing it would be. If you're a good fisherman and you're experienced, and you could let them know right away that you were good and you're experienced, and they'd hire you right away, you know.
Okay, but you really didn't know when you left. You just have to go there and ask.
Right, I might have to get a hotel for 3 or 4 days. By that time I'd be on a boat, and then you move your stuff onto the boat. The boat may not leave right away, but you'd be sleeping on the boat. You get the groceries, and then you go out and make bait and then take off for a couple of weeks. Not so bad around here, but off of Oregon, you had to really watch the weather. That's why I peeled out of there about the middle of September. I would leave because I didn't want to take a chance. They'd lose about 5 boats out of the fleet every year back then. Big storm would kick up and the boat would sink, and that'd be it, you know. And they'd just disappear. You wouldn't hear from them again, you know. So it was gangbusters. It was dangerous. Kind of like the deadliest catches, you know, when you hear about that. Those boats will go down up there. That's even a rougher scenario up there. That's even more dangerous. But the crab fishing up off Oregon, those guys they die every year up there, you know, because of the rough water up there. Very, very rough. One of the most dangerous coasts around anywhere. Like the Columbia River it's probably got 400 or so ships and boats that have gone down just trying to get into the Columbia over the bar, and they've sunk right there, you know. Very dangerous. Got to really know what you're doing and got to really watch your weather. But I would go in the summertime, usually from, say, July through the middle of September, and that's the calmest time to be up there. So I picked that time to go up there and fish that area.